Metaverse is a combination of the virtual reality, augmented reality, and the AI and the machine learning. They are all put together to actually give a different um, dimension to what we see today or what we perceive today. In the sense, it is in a very simple English, if I want to tell, metaverse will give you the look and feel of everything. It will give you a look and feel. अभी तो we have internet में क्या हो रहा है, look का feel आ रहा है. You are just looking it. See, for example, if you want to, if you are seeing if in Amazon, if you want to purchase a dress, you are looking it. Now you are not feeling it. In the sense, the metaverse or the AR, VR application of the same Amazon in purchasing a shirt is, or a dress is, you will actually put your photograph and the application will fit this dress to you, and you will see how you look like with that dress. So that is the kind of the applications that are coming. So early, in the current internet, we have the look, you can see, okay, but here you can feel it. You can feel it, you can put yourself in that position and you can actually see. For example, आप कोई टाइल्स लगाना है आपका बाथरूम में, so you can just take the photograph of your bathroom, go to the tile shop and you just select one tile, and then it will, in an augmented, in a AR application, it will fit the tile in the picture of your bathroom, and now you can feel how your bathroom looks with this kind of tiles. Okay, so this is the kind of yeah, the look and feel culture that you want to bring into the market. Especially this is very important in business. Now you see, somewhere I am not very sure about the statistics, 8 to 10% people take, I don't know exactly, don't blame me if I'm wrong in statistics, people say somewhere around 6 to 8% of the goods that are actually sold in Amazon are being returned because they are not looking like what they felt. Okay, maybe the dress they did not agree, or due to various reasons. So to avoid this, if you give the look and feel of what the things that you are selling, so definitely your branding will improve, your business will improve, and this kind of non, especially when you are doing this online business, this kind of nonsense of sending back returns, because it all has some additional cost. In the sense, the additional package, returning, everything, it has some additional cost and you can't charge the customers, and it also reduces the customer satisfaction survey results, and it has a lot of such kind of negative or the side effects. So therefore they are bringing that kind of metaverse or AR VR applications to have this look and feel. So this is, with this I will first start with how to immerse first, because I hope, because majority of us are teacher. So let me take the education as a context in the first half an hour, and then I will go to the business context. Are there some technical context? So let me open my presentation. Actually, is my PPT visible, sir?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So first, let me talk about these immersive technologies in education so that you will get a better understanding of what these technologies, and then we will talk about in detail more talks. So the broad categorization of these immersive technologies that are considered to be the part of metaverse. Metaverse means it makes you to get immersed into the situation or the atmosphere. One is called the virtual reality. Okay, virtual reality. Another one is called you augment. In the sense, you strengthen. That is called augmented reality. There is a slight difference. Google Glass is an example. Many of the mobile apps, Google Glass, etc., they are the example of augmented reality. Virtual reality, you are seeing the VR games and many other things where you have a better feeling. Okay. Then when you mix these two, they are called mixed reality. Okay. So you have a virtual reality, you have an augmented reality. When you mix, it called a mixed reality. And if you add AI and ML to this, it becomes metaverse. Okay. So now, where you have this virtual reality, which has some of the applications of virtual reality are games, education, vocational training, entertainment, communication, empathy, productivity. Okay, there are so many extended. Like in entertainment, you have an immersive film. In empathy, you have like journalism and therapy. In productivity, you have workspaces. See, for example, you can have a, if you have some, for example, somebody wants to work near the furnace. Okay. Furnace of a steel industry, he has to get acquainted with the workspace, or so that he will understand. Similarly, before you actually go to this one, you have to work with the flight simulator, if you before you becoming a pilot. Okay, so such kind of things will be actually used in VR. Okay, like this example. Okay, then the even the edtech market is growing. As you know, today it has more than 89 billion in 2020. It has reached, and it has projected to grow almost 280 billion by 2027. And K-12 has the single largest share in ed market, that is 42%. K-12 का हमारा K-12 का एजुकेशन सिस्टम है. Digital and internet connectivity penetration is the biggest driver in developing countries. Then 1 minute, there is some, yeah. So, what is the innovation in EdTech? The traditional learning plus reach. For example, you have seen Byju's, Khan Academy, edX, EduTech, Vedantu, White Hat, Junior, Merit Nation. So many have actually innovated with. Now they are coming with beautiful videos with these immersive technologies. Okay, the customized and bite-sized learning like Udemy, Coursera, Upgrade, Unacademy, Masterclass, and many other things. Then gamified and simulated learning like Roblox, Code Kingdoms, Trinket. These are all very much. You please see these things. You will understand how they have made learning very interactive and effective. Yeah, because okay. So now the traditional learning and the gamified and the simulated learning, now we are going to have a traditional plus simulated learning. This is called as immersive learning. You immerse the learning in the sense. Okay, so why this immersive learning? Because the spatial, we have all these things. We have empathy, projection, attenuation, spatial memory, the cone of learning. All these things are actually involved, so that's why immersive learning is required. And the cone of learning, as you know, the thing, if you are just reading, you will passive, in the sense reading, hearing, watching a video. Up to here, the verbal receiving and visual receiving, only people can actually remember up to 50% what they see and what they hear. If they participate, they are getting involved in discussion, they will get around 75% of what we say. If you present or simulate the real time experience where the immersion helps, almost 90% of the people will be able to learn. Okay, this is the trend of educational methods. The evolutionary biology also says that human brain is very poor in memorizing enumerations. Okay, and the human brain is very good in memorizing spatial information. This is very important to learn. Okay, so therefore the human brain is very good in memorizing stories. And so now people are going for a better retention. How they are going for a better retention? From contextual information to mind place to mind mapping to enumeration. Okay, so what is this project? projection attenuation, see for example, what you see in our traditional books are like this. आपने किताब देखा होगा, ठीक है ना, आपका किताब में सीबीएसई का किताब में आजकल, पहले हमारे जमाने में ऐसे फिगर्स होते थे, आजकल क्या है, यू थोड़ा नया टेक्स्ट बुक्स में थोड़ा कलर पिक्चर्स आ रहा है, ठीक है. But you see now people are actually showing the 3D game, sorry, 3D video of how the planets are revolving around things. So now, which one is better? Where students will understand these concepts, which are very, in the sense, they have to imagine, in the sense, okay, how do they do that? So thereby the projection attenuation is coming. Teaching and learning involves multiple subconscious projections. Each projection is inherently lossy, and the source material is n dimensional. And see, what I am trying to tell you is, from this is actually a 3D, this is a 2D. When you bring down any object from n dimensional space to the lower dimensions, the information will be lossy or it will not be effective. Okay, so therefore people have to give. So similarly, the empathy and the perspective, the components of empathy is, how do you share the experience, what is the ability to switch the perspective, what is the ability to withhold the judgment. Okay, so here we use the immersive learning, that is the virtual and augmented reality teaching, where the learning platform that complements the traditional teaching methods via immersive content that utilizes the element of simulations and gamifications. So there are many vertical slices, like how do you teach physics? Please see, how do we, today there are a lot of games have come to learn physics, which was not available during the time when we studied physics. That's why we are little bit, we were thinking that only the Feynman lecture series is a very nice thing of physics. But today, if you see the kind of simulations and the kind of games that have actually people have designed to understand physics, is really excellent. Okay, so the way people actually chemistry, ये bonding कैसे actually ये bonding को कैसे, how to actually teach the chemical bondings, the DNA structure, and many other things. Natural sciences, like how people actually teach natural sciences, everything has, the people how they teach humanities, everything has changed. So, what are the milestones, in the sense, there is something like MVP, that is a proof of concept. MVP is with the representative contents. Figure out the technological challenges and get comfortable with creating a AR VR content. So, there is a software called MVP which you can do it. Then work with a school to bring MVP to their students, metaverse, then define and measure the expected improvements in learning outcomes, collaborate with education students, and many other things. And that this is my passion, that's why I'm trying to tell you, please do, if anyone is interested, please involve in such kind of social cause activities, expand the team with multiple schools to create courses, collect the feedback, and further solidify it. Okay, so when you have expanded operations, you can actually sell it to students directly or to the schools, continue to expand the portfolio of courses offered until it matches the NCERT syllabus, and offer value added services as a career advisor. So now you have it, this is called, even you can do it for enterprise training. You can actually use immersive technologies for interior design. You can use immersive technologies for industrial modeling. Okay, and you can use it for AR VR content creation, suite as a software as a service in cloud. You can do a lot of things. So what are the technical challenges and opportunities that are arising here? One is a short history. If you see, in 1962, there was a finding called the Sesorama by Morton Hillig, who found out the first VR game machine. It was looking like this. Then the first head mount device was actually founded by Ivan Sutherland in 1968. And the View by NASA, was created in 1990. So the commercial VR came, that is called a Sega VR, which is not unreleased and announced in 1993. It is not yet come. Then there is a Virtual Boy, which is called a Nintendo in 1995. There was a virtual arcade machines. They are called virtual arcade machines by Virtuality Group in 1991 to 95. In 2012, the Oculus, this is a very interesting thing. It is a truly immersive virtual reality setup. Oculus. Okay. The Cambrian explosion of VR is you have Oculus setup and you have glasses. ये सभी आप देख रहे होगे आजकल बहुत ये simplest है Google VR glass I think. Okay. So you have so many such kind of glasses that are coming to play 3D games. Okay. I think किस घर में बच्चे हैं वो सभी ये देख रहे होंगे. ठीक है. There is a Cambrian explosion of VR. So many devices, headsets have come to play with. So, what are the other technologies people use is the stereoscopic 3D head tracking, hand tracking. Even it is actually used to treat people. Then spatial audio, full body response, avatars, inertial movement systems, haptic feedbacks, and many more. So these things are almost solved. Okay, only people are now worried about these avatars, fully body response, inertial movement systems, and haptic feedbacks. So 3D stereoscopic, stereoscopic 3D is basically there is a convergence, there is a close object which will be getting conversed and getting accommodated with a distance. This is a binocular vision. A lot of physics is involved in this. Okay. Yeah, I say so. You will see like this. Okay, this is a 3D images. Aapne, even if you go to 3D movies, also you can see. Uh, it is actually called a three DOF to 6 DOF. So, what is this DOF? Any you is all very simple. Okay. So basically, DOF, I think it is degrees of freedom. It is a three-dimensional degrees of freedom here to six-dimensional degrees of freedom. So it is height tracking. Usually, majority of the things that we use physically are three dimension, three degrees of freedom. People are also working with 6 degrees of freedom. देखो यार डिग्री देख लीजिए. This is 1 degree. This is another degree. This is 3. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, but in 6 dimensions. Okay. So where and all it can move. You please see the degrees of freedom. Here the degrees of freedom, this jug can go up to left or right. These are 3 degrees. Here the jug can move in rotation. Okay. The head tracking requirements, you have form factor, accuracy, and low latency. Using a wall mounted sensors, the first generation solution, and also outside in tracking. So you can use the wall mounting head tracking system. You can also use single inside out tracking system. Inside out tracking, you have a lot of technologies. Hand tracking, like hand presence, gesture, and finger tracking. Then we have controllers. People use a lot of controllers like this. This is a hand presence. So the controllers works with the pressure sensitive controller configuration, smart gloves, cameras and image processing, and many other things. There is a concept of spatial audio, which is maybe mono audio or a stereo audio or a surround audio. Please see the mono audio, the stereo audio. दो जगह से आपको -30 to +30 से आपको ऑडियो लगे. ये सराउंडिंग ऑडियो, दिस इज कॉल्ड सराउंड ऑडियो, दिस इज स्पेशल ऑडियो. आपको बहुत जगह से साउंड आता है. ठीक है. So these are all partially solved. What is this full body? So now the 3D, what are the further improvements that are required for stereoscopic 3D? Persistence, that is LCD versus OLED trade-offs, refresh rates, screen door effects, resolution and field of view, which includes onboard graphics, computer tethered graphics, FOV, that is rendering. Okay, requires eye tracking and so on. The focal, then it also the focal length. What is the typical focal length that is required? Then using digital field displays, using multiple lenses and many other things. So there are a lot of inertial movement system. The problem is how the acceleration without accompanying the physical feeling is very important. Solution is you do an experience design. So the experience design, this is called as, so nowadays there is a course actually, B design. There are a lot of design course which use the metaverse extensively. Okay, so this is called acceleration without accompanying the physical feeling. How do you see that? How do you understand acceleration? The solution is omnidirectional treadmills. Okay, then if you have acceleration, so you can also have a hydraulic harness to understand how to. So now you can also think something from the science fiction also. Okay, so you can see the avatars today. Okay, how many of you, I think, and the haptic feedback, it is very, बच्चों को बहुत अच्छा समझ में आता है, हमको थोड़ा कम है. So there is also called as an OSS, Ready Player One. That is people who play games, 3D games. Okay, they use this. So how you can use, what are the things that actually you have to use for getting started with VR development? You require some hardware resources. You require emulators, cardboard, dry dream, gear VR, Oculus Go and Oculus Quest, and some software resources like Unity, Unreal and Godot. Okay, so there are so many companies actually that are working. One is called Photon VR, which was founded in 2017 as a B2C with schools and recently expanded to B2B. And quality of content is low. Similarly, there are some Mel Science, where the science kids company, subscription based, recently started bounding VR content. Similarly, there is something called not VR, that is high quality laboratory simulations, where they are being used. Then immersive VR education, they are used in building VR experiences for education, focused on building high quality VR productions, and they are looking to partner with others to create. Similarly, there is a class VR. There is something called learning yogi. Okay, that is called learning through games. Similarly, Vative, that is B2B schools, expensive portfolio for good content. There is a Science Kids company, Z Space. There is a Google Expeditions, that is B2B schools integration with Google Classroom and many other things. Similarly, there is something called Nearpod VR. Okay, then Eon Reality, then Unimersive. Okay, then Happy Mongo, Life Q, Discovery Education, Acknowledge, Play Shifu, OS XR. Okay, so many companies. Okay, there is a 1 minute. Let me show you one TED. Okay, there are a lot of, in the sense, TED talks. Okay, I will just show you one by one. Then there are a lot of such kind. So first, let me show you these TED talks one by one. It's a very, in the sense, short video on the different dimensions where the metaverse can be explored. So the metaverse is like, as it is augmentation, it can be used to augment and come out, actually fulfill some of the what you say, the lacunas in the current system. Like you can go beyond our imagination. Okay, now whatever the things that we are imagining, such things actually you can do experience. So actually it is used in bringing out the real world experience through virtual realities. So definitely with these adoptions, the business will also change. The very important thing, as you see now, the marketing will change its nature, in the sense, till now, in the last 5 years, if you see, we were talking about the digital marketing. So in the digital marketing, what we did, we talked about the search engine optimization. We talked about pushing the advertisements on the social media, putting your websites on the top, then making what you say, the Facebook or this one campaigns, Facebook campaigns, social media campaigns. These are all the things that we are more actually engaged in last 5 years. Now this will change. Now the metaverse will come into picture. The industries which employ these features of metaverse, they put AR VR based applications to sell their products. So they will be actually coming up in the next decade. So what I'm trying to tell you is, there is a phase. Earlier we have what you say, the traditional marketing, then the marketing changed to what you say, internet marketing or e-commerce based. Then when the social media has emerged, we have come across with these digital marketing scenarios. Now it is saturated. Now if any web page comes on the top, people know that it is a digital marketing initiative. They don't believe, in the sense. So therefore now again there is a paradigm shift which is required to sell your product. To do so, you have to come out with you have to employ such kind of technologies into your marketing strategies, so that it improves your customer satisfaction ratings and your acceptance. So this is the need, though, especially people from business background. So yeah, the metaverse is something that is not the product, it is experiencing the product. So in the other way, to put in the cost, I think Dr. Harsh will accept with me. It is an additional cost that you are investing to actually market your product. So it is a different way of marketing. So for me, otherwise you will lose your customers because there is a competition. Okay. So unless and until you bring this experience as as a component in your product, people will not buy. So therefore these are all will become common in future, and people don't want to buy anything till they experience. Earlier people don't want to buy anything till they see or it, something like that. Now the next era is experience and buy. First you experience. हाँ, आप गाड़ी चलाना है तो ये 1-2 दिन गाड़ी रख लो, आप पूरा चलाओ, उसके बाद. So that is not possible because people may misuse and you have to do physical investment. Now put them into a virtual reality mode. The whole setup of the car will be virtually given to a customer. So he will sit there, he will experience that car, he will experience the interior design, he will experience everything, and then he will get satisfied, and then immediately he will purchase. So if these kind of technologies will augment your marketing strategies, and this is the requirement because we have saturated with our traditional tools and mechanisms. So with this, I will stop, and I welcome any questions.
Any questions, any queries by the audience? Please feel free to ask.
A very generic talk, in the sense you should know that what will be the future of business. So even though it is a technological advancements in doing business, in the sense that doing business now is going to a new dimension. Okay. So lot of things now, majority what I've seen, it may have metaverse has, even has many. See, now as I was telling you, the new course, or the not course, the new faculty has started, school has started. There's that is school of design. Okay, so the school of design, the major part is how do you experience it. So metaverse has a lot of role in these school of design, and they have their in their curriculum also. Okay, so now you can actually, before you construct, you have to design in a virtual mode. So, and then once it is not just you design in the virtual mode, you have to experience the same also. See, आपने ये घर बना दिया वर्चुअली, तो देखने से नहीं होता है, आप उस वर्चुअल घर में आप रह के आपका वो एक्सपीरियंस लेना पड़ेगा, इस तरीके का घर में मैं रह सकता हूँ कि नहीं. For example, in an interior designer designs a bedroom in 3 by 6, this one. So, by if he says that I have designed a beautiful bedroom in 3 by 6 feet, then you may not believe. How can I? Then you have to experience it. So you can actually experience these things in a virtual mode. Okay, so these things are possible only with these tools and technologies, and they are already in place, and it will actually again stretch forward, and it will come in many other places. Like, especially as I told you, immersive technologies in education is taking a lead role. You see the kind of the quality deliverables that people are giving through in these online courses. They are really good. Now actually people are designing a 3D laptops, in the sense a laptop with a 3D glass and other things, so that they can immerse many of the concepts and they can learn. Because a traditional laptop में आपको only 2D मिलेगा, so उसी के लिए gaming laptop होगा, or it will be a new kind of laptop where the Byju's or anybody will give you, so that you can take that headset, you can actually um, experience these concepts in a different virtual mode, and you will understand better. So these are all actually coming in short term, because just putting it online, there are so many free online classes also. So this has again saturated. Now people have to invent in a new way, so that they actually capture the market, and these things are already being researched, and people are developing such contents, so that it will get into market soon.